Journal entry, a hot June night by Eugene Mathena. The night has come again. I dread it like an old enemy I never quite defeated, one that retreats for years at a time only to return with the same cruel face. There's something about these hot summer evenings, the stillness, the thick air, the distant hum of a fan in the window that pulls me back across the years. Back to that little boy living in Dublin. Back to a bed too big for comfort and walls that always felt like they were closing in once the sun went down. I remember the trembling first, then the tears. Lying there as a child, my body shaking so bad the bed would creak beneath me. I'd bury my face in the pillow to stifle the sobs, and still somehow Mama would hear. She always did. She'd come and sit on the edge of my bed, her hand resting on my forehead, gentle and warm. "Just go to sleep," she'd whisper, brushing the hair from my face. And I'd try. Lord, how I tried. But sleep never came easy to that boy. I was afraid of death's spirit, not monsters or shadows, but that loneliness that gets inside you. The kind that speaks with no voice and tells you you're alone, that you'll always be alone. It would echo in my head, head. I'd beg God, night after night, "Please, just make it stop. Please, take this away." People wouldn't understand, and Mama would pray beside me. But as much as she loved me, and she did with all her heart, I believe, she never truly understood the weight of that loneliness, how it clung to me like a second skin. She saw a frightened child, but what I was haunted, not by ghosts, but by isolation, by a sense of smallness, of not belonging, not in the room, not in the house, not in the world. Those nights were long. I remember watching the ceiling for hours until exhaustion won out, and I would finally fall into a hollow sleep. The attacks lessened when I hit my late teens. Life got louder, busier. I had things to do, places to be. But some ghosts don't die. They just learn to wait. And tonight, as the dusk settles and the warm night air presses against the windows, I hear their whispers again. They don't shout. They murmur. "Are you really here? Do you matter? Are you real or just a shadow that thinks it's a man?" I look out the window now and see nothing but stillness. The world quieted again, and it scares me in ways it probably shouldn't at my age. I'm in my 50s now, but that child, that anxious, lonely little boy is still somewhere inside, asking the same questions. He still wonders if there's a place for him in this vast, spinning universe. Still wonders if the prayers ever really reached heaven or just fell like dust to the floor. There's comfort in the daylight. There's purpose, movement, chores to do, calls to make, stories to write. But when night comes, especially these southern summer nights, so full of memory, the hush sets in. And in that hush, I sometimes forget who I am. Maybe tomorrow I'll rise stronger. Maybe this entry is just a passing wind of the soul. But tonight, I remember, and I ache, and I write, because it's the only way to stop the trembling. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30, verse 5.